This podcast, along with other fine shows, is proud to be a part of the one and only Throwback Network. Please visit at throwbacknetwork.net. Also, this episode stars Mr. John Powers. And now, enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome. My name is Urbanator, and what you're about to hear is part of the collection of audio journals that I've been working on from 1980, and I plan to continue all the way to 1989. Today is March 31st, 1982, and we plan to tell you what has happened in the past month with help from a great friend, an old friend of mine, and I finally got him on the speakerphone. It took me a while to get him. He has been so busy, and here he is, Mr. John Powers. John, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I hope I'm worth the wait. Wow, what an introduction.
I think so, and again, this lets me use my new Sigma telephone that I got from Bell South with the speaker capabilities, and you sound crystal clear compared to calls that I've made before.
Yes. Now, when I called you tonight, did you see me appear on the caller ID, or did you? That's that new fangled technology that's out.
That's something that just came out actually in the past couple of weeks.
It's pretty neat, isn't it? To see, like, it's no more pranking for you.
That's true, because it's showed up J Pow. It said J Pow on there, and I said, "That's John."
And that's a cool nickname.
And I love it. So, yeah, weren't you J Pow in that breakdancing group?
Yeah, J Pow and the
Beatboxers.
Yeah,
that's right. I bought the cardboard that you were promoting down. We're going to cover news, technology, movies, and music, and we have quite a bit of show and tell for you as well. So we have a lot to discuss within 30 minutes or more. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Welcome to Urbanator's 8289 podcast. This is a recorded journal dedicated to the history of the 80s. All music used in the 8289 podcast was written and performed by Manolis and can be found at www.iammanolus.com.
Ladies and gentlemen,
8289.
please take your seats.
Are you ready?
We hope you enjoy the show.
8289.
The show is about to begin. Are you really ready?
So, John, thank you again for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And how have you been? What you been up to?
I've been having a great time. I am just surrounded by a room full of toys here. I got my He-Man figures falling off the shelf. I'm loving those. I've been playing with all my Star Wars action figures. It's all about Star Wars for me.
Yeah.
Just with The Empire Strikes Back out not that long ago, I'm getting ready for Return of the Jedi. I find out what's going on with Han and Carbonite and whatnot.
I know, that's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold what he did to him.
So, no, it's all about Star Wars with me. I'm going down to my friend's house down the street. We're just playing with those plastic lightsabers, those laser swords.
Yeah.
And I got welts on my arms from getting smacked with those. That's a lot of fun. But no, it's all about the toys for me. Just getting ready for Return of the Jedi, and just toys. I just love the toys.
You could just live the movie with Kenner.
Yes,
because the way that Kenner's been putting out all those. I have to confess that my friends and I have been taking my stormtroopers, and it's probably a stupid thing to do because they're going to be worth a lot of money. Never now, but we put them in the back of my Spider-Man car, and we taped fountains from July 4th last year to the car and shot it down the street, and the stormtrooper melted to a puddle of white goo. And my friend was like, "Don't do that, man. That's going to be worth money one day." I'm like, "Yeah, Star Wars is going to live forever. Whatever." No,
it'll probably fizzle out, but for now, it's fun. It's a good time right now. We got those little plastic guns like they use in the movie, and they look real. I mean, they're black plastic, but they look like real laser guns, and that's what I love about them.
That's awesome.
Is that that they're stormtrooper pistol. I mean, you can kind of see if you carrying one of those around. You bring them into a store. It looks like kind of like a real gun.
You know what they should do is put little plastic tips on it that are painted orange. that would just
take
let
a
you
dab.
know.
A dab of something just to kind of let you know. But right now, they look really cool. Black plastic. Like you could be a stormtrooper. There's so many cool toys out right now. It's a good time to be a kid.
It's an abundance. Well, I've had a bad week. I've crashed my bike into the neighbor's car again. And I don't know if... let me hold this to the phone. Can you see it?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
What a shiner.
Yeah, and it hurts because I keep sleeping on it. And then, of course, the bed that I'm in now in 1982 has posts on the edge. And every morning I wake up, I keep clocking myself because I'm excited to get up and go play. And then I realize, your face is swollen. And
now, is there a story to why you slammed into the car? Or you're just riding a bike and there was a car in the
That would be beneficial. The car is at the bottom of the hill, and I was going way too fast down. And what I do is I lift my feet up because the pedals just go constantly.
Yeah, that's more fun.
Right. And it's not like freestyle where it just, like my sister's 10-speed. No, it's the pedals are going like this, and I don't want to hurt myself, so I lift my feet up. And then by the time I realize how fast I'm going and I'm coming to an intersection, there's nothing I can do except crash.
Don't hurt your feet on the pedals, but slam your face into the car instead.
Because if you put your feet down here, and then it's... So, yeah, I smacked into the car again. The neighbors really are upset because there's a huge dent in their car, but the welt on my eye kind of softened the blow. Mm-hmm. No pun intended, but oof. It's really sore.
Yeah. I see your face and I'm like, wow, something's had to happen to it recently.
Thank you.
You can't just look like that normally. So I didn't want to say it. I'm like,
it's an oddity.
Something had to go on with his face recently. Show. So, okay, yeah. Right.
Hey, why don't we go to the news there, Joe?
And now we will talk about current events.
On March 5th, John Belushi died at the age of 33 in Hollywood, California, at the Chateau Marmont.
Yeah.
He injected himself with a mixture of cocaine and heroin known as a speedball, which led to a combined drug intoxication. Now, I'm a little too young to know about such things, but speedball, that sounds pretty heavy.
We used to play speedball in school, but I don't think we used those types of...
Yeah, what a gym class that would be, huh? Cocaine and heroin?
Yeah, a bunch of kids running around like crazy. But I'll miss John Belushi because I watched him on Saturday Night Live all the time when my parents thought I was in bed.
Hilarious.
And
what was he, a samurai?
Be the samurai chef, I think?
Yeah.
And his impressions of Joe Cocker were amazing. He'd be just like... And did you ever see that episode of Saturday Night Live where he stood next to Joe Cocker and performed as Joe Cocker?
I was probably asleep.
What I'm going to do is put that on a videotape. Put it on a videotape, and I'm going to call it Face, and then I'm going to post it to you.
Okay.
So you can watch that.
Okay.
It is hilarious. Well, on March 26th, did you hear about the groundbreaking ceremony for the Vietnam Veterans Memorial?
No, please tell me.
They opened up this beautiful place in D.C. There's a big wall that they're going to be putting into the side of one of the areas in D.C., right near the Lincoln Memorial is where they're going to put this thing. And it's going to have the names of practically all the veterans that they can get. And the names are all going to be chiseled into this beautiful granite and placed along this wall. It's going to be an amazing...
It's going to be majestic.
Very, very, and quite honorable. I imagine that being a very nice, solemn place to reflect. And that's another thing, too, is that they were saying that the granite will be so shiny that you could actually see your own reflection in the names, which I think is a very good idea.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah.
And now we will talk about technology.
Okay.
So, John, you were talking earlier about something called the caller ID.
Now, this is amazing technology, and I don't really know how it's going to get better than this. Basically, what's going to happen, this caller ID, which has been patented by Carolyn Dowdy of Bell Labs, what happens is when your friend calls you, you're now going to be able to see either his phone number, his or her phone number, or name. So you're going to know. So you can, avoid the really, annoying people you don't want to talk to, or
People
you
can't
could
stand.
just say, "Hi, Grandma." It's probably Grandma who's not going to understand the technology is going to be amazed that you knew it was Grandma who was calling.
She's going to think wizardry.
Yeah. Exactly. It's going to be, but like I said, it's going to probably make pranking a lot tougher. You're not going to be able to get away with some of the nonsense. Me and my friends used to, or we still do. We call the radio DJs.
Try to win the prize for the.
No. You try to have a normal conversation, and then what we do is just kind of like start acting weird. Right in the middle of the conversation. We have this thing. I swear it makes no sense at all.
Please.
It's not gonna. I don't know if it's even gonna be funny because it doesn't make any sense. But I can't even tell you how it started. We would call. We'd have just a conversation, and me being young kid. Right now it's kind of hard. I kind of have to deepen my voice as much as I can. But we call these AM stations, and we just call up, and then I just. Oh yeah, I'd just like to talk about the new bill that they're introducing, jelly donut, and that's the joke. That's the joke, jelly donut. And my friends at school know about it, and they think it's funny. And sometimes we get up early, and they listen to me, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's so funny! You did the jelly donut thing." And
did you ever record this on cassette?
Yes, I have. I have quite a few of these on cassette. Just me trying to have a normal conversation. Sometimes I'll, you go, "Good morning, you're on the air. Hello, good morning." Jelly donut, and then you hang up, and it's funny. It's funny to me.
I love that.
And my dad laughs at it too. My dad is well aware that I'm doing it, and he thinks it's the funniest thing. He's proud of his son.
Have you ever drawn somebody in for a conversation for a good long period of time and then just crash them with the donut?
As long as an 8-year-old can. As long as before they figure out that it's an 8-year-old kid trying to deepen his voice.
I love that.
But and it's funny because there's other callers who are like, yeah, I kind of, they play along, and they go, "Oh, the jelly donut man," and they they talk, "Well, I think he made a good point."
They follow suit. That's pretty awesome, though.
Yeah, it's fun. But anyway,
at 8 years old.
But caller ID is going to change all that because I don't want to be outed as a jelly donut guy, Well, so
maybe it'll show up on the caller ID, J Doe, or something. So you never know.
This technology, we're getting closer and closer to. You watched the Jetsons.
Oh yeah.
And, I'd say by 1980. At this rate, in 1987, we should have those video phones.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking by 1992, the latest, probably flying cars.
Well, they got
92, 93. At this rate.
At this rate, definitely. They've already started up with the calculator watches. Mm-hmm. Those are going to be coming out pretty soon. But yeah, at least by 1993.
Yeah, we'll be flying around, yeah. Hopefully it'll be something that will prevent you, like a flying bike. So as soon as you get to that car, the third time, you just fly into the air.
And that'd be it.
And not hit that poor neighbor's car again.
Exactly. That'd be nice. That hurt. That really hurt. Well, my technology is finally, Philips Sony has invented the compact disc.
What is this?
Well, the compact disc, it's going to be a digital optical disc for storage, data storage. Anything from, you could do it for audio, but you can also put computer information on there as well. It's going to change the entire face of computing. The information that could be stored in there is sort of like on a record. You know how there's grooves in the record. This is super compact, almost on a film, like a Mylar kind of thing. And then that's surrounded by plastic, hard-coated plastic, to protect the information that's inside so that it could last forever as long as you take good care of it.
You're describing it to me, and the only thing I'm seeing is something I can hang from my mom's visor from the car or something to, something cool to reflect the light or something like that.
It can be used for that as well, I'm sure.
That's all
but it can, imagine it's a disc about the size of a coaster for your cup of coffee, a little bit bigger. It can hold up to about like 80 minutes of uncompressed audio or 700.
Yeah, but I got boxes and boxes of these cassettes.
Well, yeah, so you
ton
can
of them.
actually
It's
put
not going to like.
three
I
or
can still
four.
use these, right? I'm not going to replace these cassettes.
Those should still be usable for
Alright.
quite a while, I'm sure. Is that what
I
your
mean,
question was? Is if those are going to become outdated?
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of money invested on these cassette tapes. I mean, I got burned.
No, I would think that what this would do is help you consolidate, maybe use them as backups, use these discs as backups to hold that information. But but it's going to be a while before I'm sure that you can buy these for your own home use.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's going to be a long time before they
I'm
start
not
making
interested.
like recordable discs, quote unquote. I'm air quoting. I don't know if you can see that or not. And but yeah, they're supposed to come out hopefully by the end of 1982. They're supposed to have affordable disc players for your house, hopefully by October, to play music off of, or computer drives to put in your
it sounds
computer
cool.
and back up your information. It's going to be really interesting.
It does sound cool. I mean, it's just disappointing because you get used to one type of media. You know, like all these cassettes I have. You know, first you do the vinyl, and then you do the cassette, and I just, you know. But I'll tell you what I won't miss is sticking that little pencil in my cassettes to
Rewind it.
Yeah, with this, I guess you don't have to do that. So I guess
I used
right there.
I used to do the opposite way just to get all that little plastic out, because every time I tried to record my song on the radio, I forgot about that beginning, inch of plastic, and then I ended up picking up the song by the second verse, and it really pissed me off. But yeah, so Sony and Philips, baby, they're the ones that are coming out with it. So we'll see how that goes,
Does sound cool.
And now we will talk about music.
Earlier on March 4th, this month, Frank Zappa's son, Dweezil, how about that name, Dweezil?
I know, what in the world is... Oh, I don't get it.
Well, how about it? And daughter Moon Unit form a band called Jelly Donut. No, form a band called Fred Zeppelin.
That's awesome, but I don't know if I got to hear them yet. I'm going to check it out. Have you heard any of their stuff?
I have not. No, I have not.
I haven't either.
It sounds like it's out there, though.
I like Frank Zappa. Moon Unit, that's a great name for a kid.
That is cool.
She's a muse because her initials would be M-U-Z. March 19th, Ozzy Osbourne, lead guitarist Randy Rhoads, unfortunately was killed in a freak accident in Leesburg, Florida, when the plane that he was in crashed into a house. So the plane crashed into a house, and it was really sad. And
yeah, that is really sad. Wow.
The plane's pilot and a female passenger was also killed in the crash. But yeah, Randy Rhoads was an iconic guitarist. He reminds me so much of Eddie Van Halen, where he does choruses and verses and solos all in one sitting. So in other words, you have the background music and then the frills with it to fill in any holes, so it sounds like more than one guitarist. And that's one thing I like about Randy Rhoads, but that's sad. Ozzy's gone through some crap lately. So
yeah, it's terrible.
K. Sarah.
Some more. We got some more heavy metal news. Wow. March 22nd, Iron Maiden releases The Number of the Beast.
Oh gosh.
It's the album that's critically acclaimed. It's very controversial.
Yeah.
And it's hailed as Iron Maiden's greatest up until this point. Sure, they're going to still be putting out some stuff, but up until now,
yeah,
it's considered the best. A lot of Christians in the U.S. went out and bought this album along with Ozzy Osbourne, and they're burning it in protest because
they still
think
got the money.
Yeah. So they think that there's satanic lyrics on here. But you're right. It's driving the album to number one on the UK charts. But that's kind of crazy. I wonder if they're doing that thing where they play it backwards or something, or they just think that they're just kind of hidden there in the back or something.
It's weird. When I bought there's a band called Motley Crue, and they're coming out with an album pretty soon. But their first album, Too Fast for Love, if you play that backwards, is actually giving you baking ingredients for rye bread. It's really interesting. It's really cool. It's just said kind of evil. Need the dough, that kind of stuff. I think they said jelly donut on there. I'm not. On March 28th in Los Angeles, David Crosby again was arrested for quaaludes and drug paraphernalia. He was driving under the influence of cocaine and carrying a concealed weapon. Wow. David Crosby's not having a good week. I think he's upset about something and has some habits that he needs to have worked out.
He'll work it out, though. I think he'll.
It's been a dark month for music.
Yeah, wow, this is pretty depressing. I mean,
well, let's go ahead and make everything fine again by listening to you sing.
Oh, I can't believe we're going to do this. Can't believe it.
Do you know how many people have said that when recording this show with me?
And they do it anyway. Huh?
And they do. Like you're going to do right now.
Oh, man.
So, and now it's time for the U.S. Top 10 number one singles for the past month. John, are you excited?
No.
All right. Well, then let's get started with number 10.
It's good music, but not coming out of my mouth.
Just go for it. Just sing the song that you love so well, and then mention the band and the record company.
Okay. Number 10. Okay, at number 10, it is the Jake Isles Band with Freeze Frame.
Yeah.
The record label is EMI America, and it goes a little something like this. I could see it was a rough cut Tuesday, slow motion weekday, stare me down. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Her lipstick reflex got me wound. Doo-doo-doo-doo. There were no defects to be found. I'm going to go right to the chorus. Freeze frame, freeze frame, freeze frame, freeze frame, freeze frame, freeze frame. And now freeze.
I did.
All right, you can move it.
Man.
Wow.
That was amazing, my friend.
Amazing in the worst way possible.
No, that was in tune and in key, and I am jealous. Well, I'm going to give mine a shot.
Number 9.
Coming in at number 9, it is Pac-Man Fever by Buckner and Garcia, Columbia Records. And here we go. I got a pocket full of quarters and I'm heading to the arcade. Ding, 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 ding. I don't have a lot of money, but I'm bringing everything I made. And now I'm jumping to the chorus. 'Cause I got Pac-Man fever. It's driving me crazy. I got Pac-Man fever. I'm going out of my mind. Thank you so much for singing the backup for me.
Yeah, I wish I could do sound effects, because that's the best part of this. The sound effects in the song are incredible.
Kick off
just
with the waka
sounds from the game,
and the drums kicking in. Oof.
And I like that they're not like just hidden in the background. They're just like right in your face, waka 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 waka, and just loud, just as loud as the vocals. I love it.
Yeah.
That's a great song.
Perfect.
And that's not number 1, huh?
No, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised.
At number 8 is Chariots of Fire.
The lyrics are hard to find with this one.
yes. And this is by Polydor Records.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay. And this is a great song, and I kind of want this like playing behind me everywhere I go. Just.
Would you like me to help with the drum sounds, and then you do the the main theme?
Yeah. It has drums in it.
I'll do what I think it sounds like.
And then it goes different versions of that, higher, lower, but it's great. But it's like it should be like you just want that as you're just like running. How many times have you like just want to just run through tape that isn't there, like runner's tape that isn't there, with your hands in your hair?
I want to run. What I do is I get the bathtub nice and full, and I run in the water really slow motion. My room gets kind of messy, but still, it's worth it.
I would love to see you slam into that car at really slow motion speed with that song playing.
Going.
Yeah,
amen, brother. I think.
And then I would love to see you slam into that car with Pac-Man Fever playing.
And right when it goes, right on my face. Well, number 7.
Number 7.
Another Jay Giles. Jay Giles is making some
Another
money.
one. Wow. This guy's talented.
Yeah. They kicked it with Centerfold, Jay Giles Band, EMI America. Does she walk? Does she talk? Does she come complete? My home angel always pulled me off my seat. She was pure like snowflakes, no one could ever stain. In the memory of my angel, never caused me pain. You just go by and looking through a girly magazine. And there's my little home angel on the pages in between. Sticky no less, my blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold. My angel is a centerfold. Angel is a...
Now, should I sound as like a hick too when I'm doing my angel is a centerfold?
That's right.
And like that spit noise, pa-ding, is it? Hey, you forgot to milk the cows. Wow, that was a real Southern Jay Giles.
Yeah, I've been, yeah. What you do is you put your finger in your ear and you sound just like him in your head.
No, that was good though. That was good. It caught me off guard.
Sorry about that. Oh, now you're going to do My Girlfriend next and yours too, I think, right?
Yeah, you know what? That my first crush when I saw her in Greece.
Same here.
In Leather.
Oh, yeah. Well, I grew up listening to her on all the country albums that came from the UK, and then to see that clean, wholesome, good girl dressed up in that leather, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
It is number 6, Make a Move on Me, by Olivia Newton-John from MCA Records at number 6 this month here in 1982. And boy, I don't know if I heard it on the radio.
You know what you could do is make it up.
All right. Let me I'm going to try to envision what it would sound like.
Please.
I'm going to try to, if I was Olivia Newton-John,
okay,
how would I sing this song called Make a Move on Me? I'm the one you want, that's all I want to be, so come on, baby, make a move on me. Got nowhere to go, all my time is free, so come on, baby, make a move on me tonight. That's how I would do it. And I would like to turn on the radio and hear it sound exactly like that, the pitch, everything.
Well, Bob Dylan did it like that, as a matter of fact, as well. So coming in at number 5, Sweet Dreams by Air Supply, Arista Records. It's gone up a little bit since last time I talked about this. Here we go. Close your eyes, I want to ride the skies in my sweet dreams. Hold on. Close your eyes, I want to see you tonight in my sweet dreams. Thank you.
I want to close my ears.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I admire your commitment to it.
Thank you. Did you like my 6 octaves higher? I think I lost a testicle during... There it is. I'll be fine.
No, that wasn't bad.
Thank you very much.
Number 4.
Okay, and coming in at number 4 is That Girl by Stevie Wonder from Tamla Records?
Yep.
Stevie Wonder singing a beautiful song, That Girl, and it goes a little something... exactly like this. Before I tell her that I love her, that I want her, that my mind, soul, body needs her. Tell her that I love to, that I want to, that I need to do all that I have to. Yeah.
That was great. Wow.
This should be, yeah, wow.
Oh, I even thought about taking my wife out on a date because of that. That was wonderful.
Number 3.
Coming in now is one of my favorites, and also off one of my favorite albums. It's the Go-Go's, IRS Records with We Got the Beat. See the people walking down the street, fall in line just watching on the feet. They don't know when they're looking what to do, and they're going on this thing with the stuff. They got the beat, they got the beat, they got the beat. Yeah, they got it. I love that.
Wow.
And that rhythm.
Yeah, That was fantastic. You got the beat.
You know I do. I am down with that. Yeah.
We didn't hear it there.
Well, thank you.
But you got it. I know you do.
I got it.
That is such a good song. I love that. It should be number one. I really like that song, and it's really hard to do justice to that song because it's so energetic and
it is
so feel good.
And if you got the beat, please know that you can always get a prescription for it, and it'll take care of it right away.
Yeah, rub some ointment on that.
Exactly. That's all you have to do. A little Pappy Salve will take care of that there for you.
Yeah. Number two, Open Arms by Journey from Columbia Records.
Mm-hmm.
So now I come to you with open arms, nothing to hide. Believe what I say. So here I am with open arms, hoping you'll see what your love means to me. Open arms.
I threw up some boxer shorts on that. I don't know where they went, but I don't know. I just couldn't help it.
Oh, you wanted me to stop? I was going to do the whole...
I shot some boxers out the window on that puppy. That was incredible.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be a singer when I grow up.
You really should. And
I mean, I'm really
starting. Needed not.
That was a sincere compliment.
And that was a sincere compliment.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do it.
You should.
I'm gonna go for it.
You really should. Don't take lessons. Don't do anything. Just go out there. Pray for a reality TV show where you can do it live in front of millions of people.
All right.
Well, coming in at number one is I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Boardwalk Records. Here we go. I love rock and roll, so put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. Come and spend some time and dance with me. Ow! Boom, boom. I love that guitar. Isn't that an awesome guitar solo, too?
The best part about that song is you never know when it's going to end. I don't, anyway.
That's true.
At the end, where you're like, I love rock and roll, and then you just don't know when she's going to surprise you. That's where that's just like, I was ready to do it 3 more times with her. That's where
and then you're singing by yourself in the car, and you don't know why. All of a sudden, you just left all alone. Now it's time to go down our favorite album releases for this past month. We both went to I went to the Sam Goody. Where did you go for your records?
I went to Strawberries. Do you have a Strawberries in your...
No, we don't have Strawberries. We have the Penguin Feather and Sam Goody and Tower. That's the
okay. Yeah, I was at Strawberry Records, yeah. Miles and Miles cassettes. It's great.
Nice. Well, what did you get? What album did you pick up?
I have to admit, I only know the one song, but it's a good one. It's Men Without Hats. It's the name of the album is Rhythm of Youth. But because it has that safety dance on it.
A safety dance.
Yeah. You can dance if you want to. You can leave. I don't know. I don't have to leave. You can leave your friends behind, and if you don't, it's just that it's great. You're no friend of mine. You can and I dance like a robot when I do it because it's But I don't know. I don't even want to listen to the rest of it. I just want to play that one over and over again.
Oh man,
it's just that one song. That's all I need.
Well, I picked an album up that I couldn't stand, and I really thought I would enjoy it. It was Rick Springfield's album. Its success hasn't spoiled me yet.
Oh, and you're disappointed? I'm
very disappointed. I liked Calling All Girls. I liked Black is Black, and it was a good album. But I thought it would be really cool, like the Working. What was the name of the one that came out in '81? Working Class Dog. Mm-hmm. Had all the goodies on there, so I thought for sure this would be a hit record.
I'm sorry about that.
Filler. It was a filler album. So I'm hoping that he comes out with something better next.
Yeah, put 2 pieces of tape on that cassette.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing.
Just record over it.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use it for recording radio stations.
Yeah. Let me know. I'll call up and crank them.
I need you to help me out with that. That would be perfect.
And now we will talk about movies.
So what did you see anything?
I have not seen any of the movies that are out this month, but there is one out there that piques my interest, and it's a movie called Porky's.
Ooh.
And
Is
yeah,
that about pigs?
I just, it really kind of, it makes my naughty parts tingle. Just kind of, it looks like...
Is it the same feeling you had when you saw Olivia Newton-John dressed in the leather pants?
Same parts are tingling, yeah. Oh, it's just, it looks, I don't think my parents are going to let me see it, but I mean, it looks real raunchy. I mean, that's the best word I can use to describe it. It looks really raunchy, and I just want to see it because it looks like it. Boobies. I mean, there's like...
You're going to see boobies in a theater nowadays.
It looks like guaranteed boobies, and that's
worth the price of sneaking into the theater.
Now, are you going to check it out too, or?
Well, I was going to definitely check it out for the boobies.
Yeah,
But I think what I'm going to go to see is, I want to see it, I haven't seen it yet, Parasite.
Okay, what's that about?
Well, first of all, it has Demi Moore, and I have a crush on Demi Moore. But it's a science fiction horror film. So in the future, there's like this disaster, an atomic disaster that creates this parasite. This movie's in 3D, by the way.
Oh, are there boobies in it? Like 3D boobies?
If there's going to be 3D boobies, watch your eyes, because you're going to get hit in the areolas.
Yeah, and then you might the shiner you got at that eye. You could have it on the other eye. Yeah. But.
And then that'll really, it might feel good on there actually. Lessen the pain. But yeah, Demi Moore's in it, and she is trying to kill off this from what I understand, this parasite that came out of an atomic disaster. So I'm hoping that it goes well. From what I understand, it also stars Freddie Moore, who is married to Demi Moore and helped co-write the film. So I really am looking forward to this. I think this will be a great movie.
I'm curious to see if this movie kind of makes her or breaks her, or how, Paris 3D killer, what's a 3D killer fish movie, is it?
It's more like a parasite, so it comes out of an atomic blast. It's like a scientific genetic mistake. Yeah,
because this could really break someone's career. I mean, if some of those movies get kind of cheesy. But
they do. Yeah, they really do. This is one of those cheeseburger hot dog films, Definitely.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I will pay for Parasite and check out the good scenes in Porky's and kind of come back. I don't know.
It'd be great if Porky's was in 3D.
Oh, wow.
That would be really nice.
Yeah.
And now we will have a little show and tell.
What did you bring for show and tell today, John?
I have, from my personal collection, a Yoda action figure from The Empire Strikes Back. I mean, this is 1982, and Star Wars is every one of my friends is playing with it. So I got this little figure here. And he's only like, I mean, all the other guys are like almost 4 inches tall. He's like 2 inches. He's really small. And he comes with, they got a variant.
Oh, wow.
If you were into this thing, they have one where he has an orange snake around his neck or a brown snake around his neck.
I had the brown snake.
Oh, I had the orange snake. Okay, yeah. And it's just super cool. I mean, it looks just like he did in the movie. I love it.
Man.
I got these action figures all over the place. But Yoda's my favorite. He's got the little cloth cape.
Yeah.
The little stick, he carries around, which you lose constantly. Just constantly lose. The snake wraps around his neck with that little cane. It's so tiny. I mean, the figure is like minuscule, and the cane is even smaller. So
did it come with the fabric and the?
Yeah, you got a fabric robe. Yeah.
Is it burlap or a form of burlap?
No, it's like a really soft
cottony polyester blend.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's such a cool little figure, He's so tiny, and he's just great. You want to put him in your pocket and, bring him to school, you can do that. It's such a fun little figure.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I hope he comes back in Return of the Jedi. I hope he has like a big lightsaber scene.
Oh, yeah.
Happy to see
that
Yoda.
would be awesome.
I mean, he's so old old and frail in this movie, but imagine if he comes back and he fights or something, fights Darth Vader.
Great. It would suck if he just faded away.
Yeah, no.
You can't do that.
No, can't do that.
Well,
what about you?
I got the Pac-Man by Coleco. It's a Midway game, but it's for your home. It's this little tiny box. Check this out. And what it does is you can play a little bit of a Pac-Man here. Oh. And it's pretty neat. It comes with joysticks on it, little tiny joysticks that you can see here. And they're like little tiny plastic thongs. It's sort of like what you put in your guitar to put the strings on. That's what it looks like. And it's really cool. The highest score.
You look like a giant playing it.
Yeah, it's
so
like the big one, but it's obviously little.
Yeah, it shrunk right out to it or something.
It's a shrinkter version. We call it the shrinkter. And but they also, I found out that they make Frogger, Donkey Kong, Galaxian, and Mrs. Pac-Man as well.
Very cool. Now,
it's awesome.
I can't see the screen there. Now, what is it? Have all the colors of the?
It does. It looks. It's like the ghosts are kind of yellow, and along with Pac-Man, he's yellow.
Okay.
But and what they do is they blink when you get up to them, and when you eat the power pellet, that makes them turn blue. It actually just makes them blink a little bit. So it's almost exact, but not quite. Cool. And you can see the pellets. The pellets in the game have the ghost around them actually, so you see them going along the pellets. They didn't really have the technology to make them look like the real things, but still, it's pretty accurate to the game for how tiny it is. I really want to get the Donkey Kong one. That would be neat.
Now, you playing this at home, have you improved your game and able to swagger into the arcade now and put your quarter on there and
I do. I walk into it with music playing really loud in my headphones.
Chariots of Fire.
Exactly, and I get in there, and as soon as it hits that, and I drop the quarter, bing, ding, 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 and then I start on the joystick and I go for it until Billy comes in and starts kicking my ass because he steals my quarter every time. But until then. I am a Pac-Man king.
Yeah, because playing games in the arcade is very intimidating. So it's cool that you have one at home where you can kind of
Yeah, chill out on it and practice.
Yeah, because I definitely faltered at, playing games in front of, older kids and whatnot.
They always steal my quarters. We used to put the quarters up along the bottom glass.
Really?
And that told you were going next. Everybody respected that, except for Billy. He comes in and takes your quarters. He goes, I'm next.
Oh,
he's a big, huge kid. He must be 16 or 17. And I'm going to tell. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hate to go that route. But something has to be done, because that's like $10 he stole from me in the past.
Yeah, it's probably using it to get into Porky's.
Yeah, I know. Look at boobs.
And now it's time for the video game of the month.
So now we're going to talk about the video game of the month, and we chose Pac-Man.
Yeah, we've kind of been talking about Pac-Man all night long, but it's such a good game. It's such a popular game.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone is lined up at the arcade to play Pac-Man.
And we tried it out on Atari and laughed.
Oh my goodness.
Did you enjoy it that much on Atari game system?
I was at least expecting the traditional black screen.
Right.
And what I got was not even Pac-Man. I mean, it was so disappointing. I mean, he didn't move like Pac-Man. The ghosts are flickering.
Right.
Boy, I mean, it was just so I mean, like I said, you go to the arcade and you want to play Pac-Man and you suck. And you don't want to suck in front of all your friends and suck in front of all the kids at school. So you're so excited to get home on your Atari.
Right.
It's like, wow, I'm gonna play what's in that arcade. And you turn it on and it's like a blue screen. And like Pac-Man looks like
fuzzy.
I don't know. He's like stretched out and he's not even moving right. And
he doesn't even open his mouth the way he's supposed to waka waka. Instead, he's baka baka.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, what's the sound effect?
Speech impediment.
Yeah, now there's some different modes on here. Have you tried the different modes they give you? Or?
I gave it a shot, but I'll tell you the truth. It seems like all the modes that you try out are exactly like the first one, and it's ridiculous. So I didn't really get into the different types.
Yeah,
the two-player, I couldn't figure out how to get the other person to enjoy it, and then when I would play, the Pac-Man would just sit there and hang out, and then when I grabbed the other joystick, he would move a little bit and then hang out again, so I think I got a defective cart. But, yeah, it's...
Atari usually comes through, too. And this one, it just sucked.
It does.
It was so bad.
And I would play Pac-Man Fever while I was playing, hopefully to hype me up more, and it just made it worse.
It just made it worse because you want to play Pac-Man. You want to play the real Pac-Man.
I didn't have Pac-Man Fever. I had a Pac-Man Cold, and it just took it away.
Do you know the names of the ghosts in Pac-Man?
I think it's Blinky, Dinky, Minky, and Frinky.
Moon Unit.
That's right. Dweezil, Donkle, Dingle, and Dang Dang.
Dingle is a great name.
Yeah.
Anything.
What is it? I know it's Blimpy.
It's not Blimpy. It's Blinky.
Uh-huh.
Do you want me to tell you? Or we could probably do funny names
remember.
all night. We could probably do an hour of funny names.
Oh, that's true. But what are they really?
Okay, the red one is Blinky.
Uh-huh.
The pink one is Pinky.
Yeah.
Okay. The blue one
Blue balls.
is Inky.
Inky.
And this is here's the funny part. The orange one, Clyde.
Well, then...
Yeah, so
There you
you're
go.
expecting me to say,
Orangey.
Dinky or something. Jinky, but no. Blinky, Pinky, Inky, Clyde.
I love
And those are the ghosts. But on the Atari, no.
No,
They're generic ghosts.
It was bad. But I'll tell you what, I'm glad to have it just because it's Pac-Man.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's what everyone's playing, and now you can play it too, at least at home.
Yeah, it's the hors d'oeuvre to the meal that is Pac-Man.
Yeah.
So at least there's that. Well, John, thank you so much for helping
thank
out
you
tonight.
for making me sing.
Sure. And I would love to have you back on again, especially when a young Weird Al Yankovic gets around to doing some of the songs we mentioned. That would be really cool.
And yeah, for once, I might be able to show my expertise on music.
Oh, that
if it's Weird Al, because I admit I was pretty weak in this one, but yeah, Weird Al, I can talk my Weird Al.
Oh, beautiful. Well, I thank all of you guys who've listened to this particular cassette tape, and remember that you can find these cassettes down at the Drug Fair and the Dart Drug, the People's Drug, especially on Main Street. Gino's has been helping me out a lot lately, the Holly Farms and the Highs restaurants as well. You were mentioning some of your local stores. We're going to try to help out with the cassette tapes. What were those stores called?
So now I come to you with open arms, nothing
John?
to hide.
John.
Believe what I say. So here I am.
You can find these cassettes at John's local restaurants.
That's redemption. I want a second chance. How is it possible it was worse the second time?
Well, I hope this sheds a little light on life here in the 80s, and we'll definitely continue to make these journals month to month as time goes on, with all the news and the entertainment that we can find, and I look forward to talking to you all again. And until next month, this is John saying...
Thank you, Kevin. Had a great time.
God bless you. Thank you too, buddy. And we will talk to you later. Good night.
All of Zerbinator's music and podcasts are under the Creative Commons license, which allows retelling and rebroadcasting as long as the author is notified and credited. For more great escape pods, please visit www.zerbinator.wordpress.com. If you would like to contact Zerbinatorland, you can send an email to instrumentally@gmail.com or give us a call at 571-408-ZERB or 9372.
And now is my favorite. Now we're going to go straight into music. But you don't sing yet. This is just music news.
Is it weird if I just drop off for the rest of the podcast?
Yeah.
That would be weird. Suddenly I was just gone.
I'll make a door shut sound with John. John.
No explanation.